Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Turkish with me. We've just beaten PSV 1-0 at the Emirates. 1-0 today, 1-0 against Leeds, 1-0 away to Bodo. Load of rallies of 1-0 wins. All tell a different story. In comfortability-wise, today felt like it was very comfortable. Last week wasn't, and Bodo I don't think was either. But today, a comfortable win. Do you feel like that through the whole performance today, Turkish?
Yeah, I think it was a better performance than our last two. I think overall we probably deserved the win. And when you look at the threats that PSV possess, that's probably the main reason why I say it was a better performance, because with all due respect to Bodo and Leeds have some threats of their own, but Gakpo, Simmons, a lot was made of them going into this game. This group in particular, they're second, they're still second. So I think we just dealt with it. It's a 1-0 win. Not much to really say about it. Obviously, Jesus probably should have done better with a couple of chances. Saka looked sharp. Eddie, not so much. But I think not much to say on the game. I think what I want to do is probably give credit to Granit Xhaka.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I think, obviously, I've been very critical of him over the years. And a lot of us asked for him to be maybe pushed up a little bit to avoid making those mistakes that cost us on the back end. But I don't think many of us who asked for that expected this. And by this, I mean him becoming an integral part of the 11, not just the squad, the 11. I didn't see it for sure. And I know a lot of fans out there thought similarly to me beforehand. So I've got to give Xhaka credit, because it's probably the fourth man of the match I've given him this season so far. When you look at the amount of games you've played, 10 league games, 4 Europa League. So out of 14 games, I've given Xhaka man of the match 4 times.
Wow.
And for him, the relationship has come on leaps and bounds in the last 6 to 8 months, let's say, since he's been moved into that position. So Granit Xhaka today, Jesus scoffed at a few chances, and it's like Granit Xhaka said, this is how you do it. Weak of foot, one take, bang, stroked it into the back of the net, and we won the game 1-0. So credit to Xhaka, probably give him man of the match today again as well.
Do you see more coming from him going forward this season? Because, listen, we're going to need more of that. It's a long season, obviously got the World Cup in between. Do you think there's still more for Xhaka to bring to this Arsenal side? Or are you thinking, this is kind of where the peak is for Granit Xhaka?
I'd be surprised if there's more, but that's not me being critical. I just think, the more for me from Granit Xhaka would be just consistency at this level. I think if we see this Granit Xhaka for the next 30 or so games this season, then we'll be in a great place come the end of it. He's adding goals, he's adding assists. Obviously, he's been pushed up a bit higher. So I'm not going to ask for anything more. I just want him to, maintain this consistency, maintain this form, keep his head screwed on, be the leader that he's always said he is, but now we're seeing more of recently. So in terms of more, that's all I'm asking for. Just keep this level of performance up.
Okay, fair enough. Let's just quickly have a word on Mikel Arteta, Turkish, because historically in these sort of games, especially the group stages, we'll see back in the youngsters playing and not taking as serious when it comes to these sort of competitions. Obviously, Europa League, we haven't won it. We want to see Arsenal definitely pick up a trophy this season. Just speak on Mikel Arteta. He seems to be taking this competition very serious with the 11s he's picking. We haven't lost yet as well. It is only the group stage, but do you think you're going to give him credit for that, for how serious he's taking it? It seems like, we might be on course to really challenge for this cup competition.
I think, yes, but you have to at the same time.
Right.
Because I think that change in format, where now the round of 32 will only include the second place teams and the Champions League dropouts in third place, I think is very important. We've already had 2 games postponed this season. Everton at the Emirates, Manchester City at the Emirates. So those 2 games are going to be put into the second half of the season, where it's already going to be a packed schedule, especially if we, maintain the form in the Europa League. We kick on with the FA Cup when it comes in and so on. So I think it's necessary, because who wants to play 2 extra games in a season that's already disrupted by World Cup, that already has 2 postponements? I think he done the right thing. And again, there's a worry when you play players that are so integral to your starting 11 in the league. We're top of the league, but you look at the game, no one's come out hurt from it. So we move, and today it was about getting the job done. With a 1-0, with a 3-0, with a 5-1. 3 points puts us 5 points clear of PSV, top of the group. And there was a super chat on Matchday Live that said it. We avoid now the last 2 group games. We can shuffle the pack, and we also eliminate those 2 games in the round of 32. We need another couple of points to ensure it, but it looks pretty certain that we've done that now. So moving forward, with 4 league games to go in the next few weeks, I think we've put ourselves in a great position now to maybe rotate fully and take our foot off the pedal a little bit in the Europa League. Obviously, we play PSV away next week, which is going to be an even more difficult game than this, and I assume a more difficult game than Bodo away. So, you know, a 5-point gap, regardless of what happens in that game, we would still be comfortable heading into the final group fixture at home to Zurich. So it was about getting the job done today and now focusing the next 4 league games and making sure our players are fit, ready and raring to go.
Yeah, we hold that #1 spot in the Premier League. Big up.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.